Shalom. I like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to my Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers, seeds or Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as we're the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. This is your brother Akali from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about the Mark of the Beast prophecy, which is a microchip. Alright, so a few things have happened around the world in regards to the development of the system heading towards this microchip, and you know, there are very few things that I'll be bringing out, but when you do your research, everything is happening, man. Okay? Everything around you, every single industry, the money, the identification, everything is moving towards the system where the microchip will be fully utilized. Okay, it's going to get to the point where people are microchipped and they're using it to buy and sell, as the prophecy says in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 to 17. All right, and what we're seeing these devils doing, these so-called white people, the Edomites, really their elite, their ruling class, is that they're ushering in the system. Now we have the development of these central bank digital currencies, as well as the digital identifications that are being developed in every single country worldwide, and with each day we can see it more clear and clear the time that we're in. Okay, we have from cointelegraph.com, Israel puts the brakes on cash to spur digital payments, and that's what it's about, man. Digital payments, contactless payments, the push for the mobile payments. You got Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, right? The consolidation of information even on the phone, where the phone right now is an extension of people. People can't live without their phone because all of their information is on it. All personal information, contact information, every single thing you can think of. I mean, people literally live this right now. It's not something to convince people of, right? And of course, the payments have been added to the phone, right? Which is nothing but a stepping stone and a gateway, something to get people used to this way of living, right? So now people are actually using their phone to scan, and then of course we have the card payments, which that is encouraged more than ever due to that worldwide situation that's going on, right? And with that worldwide situation that's been going on or whatever, it has expedited the removal of cash, which is one of the goals of it, right? It has been used as a catalyst to bring forth order, a new different order, right? That's their plan. And of course, with it all, eventually certain chaos is going to happen. But staying on topic, we got Israel puts the brakes on cash to spur digital payments. Authorities in Israel on Monday has put in place further restrictions on cash payments as a means to combat illegal activity and spur digital payments in the country. Now, we already know that in some places, I know like out here in Jamaica, for example, you can't just take cash just like that and like purchase a vehicle, for example. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it by way of the bank. You have to do it by digital means, right? So there are restrictions already in terms of the amount of cash that you can present at what time in one time, right? But here it is that you got this where it says cash payments as a means to combat illegal activity and spur digital payments in the country. They want to spur digital payments because that's where the system is moving. Digital payments, it's clear. They want you to move towards digital payments because the new payment system that's coming in is a digital payment. All right. that microchip, man. All right, your central bank digital currencies are going to be tied to it. Okay. Since January 2019, Israeli businesses and consumers have been subject to limits on cash payments under the law for the reduction in the use of cash. I mean, they, they literally have a law to reduce the use of cash. It's aimed at shifting the country's citizens and businesses toward digital payments, allowing authorities to more easily track tax evasion, black market activity, and money laundering, which is true. Which is true. The new system that is coming in will stop all of that criminal activity. It really will. But and that sounds good. But the thing about it is that yeah, that's just a side benefit of what it is. But the real goal of these Edomites with bringing in this microchip is to usher in a more perfect slavery system for them. All right, and the key word is for them. All right, they want to usher in this slavery system where they, well, the thing is, they want to be like the Most High, man. That's really what it's about. All right, and Esau as well is constantly chasing that blessing that wasn't his in the first place, right? But they do want to be like the Most High, and they want to control people. You know, there's this, and I think every time I do a video on this prophecy, I think I'm bringing it up, but the television show Westworld, it clearly shows you what they want to do. The show is set in the far future, and it's so obvious how they want society to be and how they want society to be controlled. Right now in this current season, you have one of the lady who basically she controls the world right now, and she acts as God, where the people are infected by this thing that she gave to them, and the people they're connected to a system where when they hear a specific sound, they're controlled. Right now, of course, you know that's a television show, but Esau shows things in his television shows and shows his goals, what he wants to do, right? And the scriptures talk about him wanting to be like that. I should actually just bring it out. Not to digress too much. Oh. Alright, so this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is Esau, the so-called white man, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, shewing himself that he is a God, right? And when the people are microchipped, it's going to be full and complete control. Your meals, how many meals you can have a day, when you can eat your meals, what things you have access to, all kinds of things. You can see a bit of it over there in China with their social credit system, how people are being controlled. So Esau just wants to perfect his slavery system, and it's coming in a very vile and wicked way. And of course with it comes a judgment from Yahweh Shemeshai to you Israelites if you take that microchip. Alright, so anyway, this is what they're doing in Israel. They limit the cash payments, have been tightened to 1,760 USD for business transactions and 4,400 for personal transactions, right? So it's just encouraging cash. So that's the system in front of you being pushed. All right, and then just some bonus things. You got Greece rolling out a digital ID cards and driving licenses. You know, in your own country, it's probably happening. Not probably, most likely happening. You know, it's a worldwide thing. You know, the system, especially when it comes to countries like Greece, etc., which, you know, these European countries are a part of that beast, man. You know, you got the EU, which is at 10 horns, and then the beast is NATO, and they work as one mind, as it says in Revelation chapter 17. You know, they give their power. Actually, let me just get it, man. They're all following the same exact orders, okay? Revelation chapter 17 and verse 13. These have one mind. Okay, let's start at verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest, the European Union, are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast, right? So there are third world countries that benefit, you know, all of these Edomite-led countries, right? These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast, right? So they work together and they're moving in unison. And it's not only those countries, it's all the countries around the world, including Jamaica, right? Jamaica has the national identification system that's being built, the central bank digital currency, the Jamdex has been launched as legal tender, the first in the world. All right, so it's a worldwide agenda, right? So you got this going on in Greece, just to show further. And then as well, we have the UK government to implement contactless digital border, which think about the movie Minority Report. So this is simply the biometrics with it, the system where, people will go and to the airport and all that stuff that you used to have to do. You just simply go in and your face is scanned and you're on the system and you're integrated into the system, and you don't have to do all of that those things that we had to do before when going through the airport, right? So this all ties into the system as well. As you can see, it says the UK government is to begin testing technologies and greater use of biometric innovations for automated border identity verification checks as part of its newly published plans to develop, test and implement a contactless digital border at airports, right? Contactless digital border, key words. All right, once again, this is just going to be something that's happening worldwide. And then we have, again, hold up, we have in Jamaica, where is it at, posted, right, the Dream Weekend, a very well-known Salakio, a very well-known party in Jamaica, literally a weekend party, as you can see, from September 8th to September 11th, 2022. And the point here is that only PIN and the chip cards accepted. Now remember, as I just mentioned, Jamaica is the first to launch the central bank digital currency as a legal tender. This is further the push. They're saying we don't want no cash. We're encouraging only PIN and chip. And it's not even encouraging. They're just telling you straight up, you're going to do a contactless payment to get by, right? It's clear to see, man, the system in front of us being built. And each of these articles, it will be like, oh, Jamaica here, Greece there, UK there, Israel there. But take a look from a broader perspective and see that it is happening all around us, okay? And it's only a matter of time until that perfect storm happens where that microchip is pushed, and that's that time. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is the prophecy that is fulfilling in front of your eyes right now, the people around the world, everyone's eyes, and that's just the time that we're in, okay? That's just a simple update as to what's going on. Of course, I do encourage everyone to do their own research, because it is so much information out there that it's impossible for one man to even really bring out everything. But the one thing to gain, another thing to gain rather, is to really observe the days that we're in, and to hold on to that faith, man, to know that the time of our suffering will come to an end soon. It is going to happen, right? And we can clearly see. So with that, I'd like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai Bashim Kodesh. What about Babal? Shalom.